If you want to buy cheap Ultimate Team coins, go and check out MMOPO.com and use the discount code EGHD at the checkout to get yourself 8% off your order. Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we have the Prime Icon Upgrade SBC. Now this is actually out, I think it was yesterday, so I'm a little bit late to this, but I wanted to show you guys how you can actually craft yourselves a free Prime Icon upgrade pack. Now I actually showed you how to do that with the mid icon pack, and I can't quite remember the requirements exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was more than the Prime Icon pack. So I do like this from EA. They've done us, you know, a good SBC here, something that you can recycle. Now obviously it's got more expensive because it's so well valued. You know, the high rated fodders have gone up in value. That's just because it's been released now. Hopefully that will come down over time. It's going to cost you about 300,000 coins if you wanted to buy all the players, but who the hell is going to spend all those coins on this? You're going to be using players from red picks in Weekend League, from objective players that you've completed that you don't really want in your team, stuff like that. But I'm going to show you how to do it for absolutely nothing. So I'm going to try to start from the bottom, as I always do. Now before we get into the video guys, if you can drop a like and make sure you subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you do want to make some extra coins, so you don't have to craft, you know, spend hours on the game crafting, you can always join my Discord. The link will be in the description, where I'll show you some trading tips, just simple investments like this. For example, we're buying some Kolarovs here. You can see for like 14,000 coins only yesterday. If you have a look at the market now, because there's a Perisic SBC and obviously the Prime Icon SBC, he's gone up to like mid-20s. So that's just an example of so many really easy investments that you can make. And I always give out these tips for free on a weekly basis, and it's free to join in the Discord. So why not join? The link will be at the top of the description. Just wanted to show you some simple investments, because obviously these players have come out in packs from the Summer Heat promo. They've re-released some old special cards. But without further ado, let's get into how to craft yourselves a Prime Icon pack. That's why you're here. So let me give you an example. If you're someone that has a really gutted club, and what I mean by a gutted club, or you might have seen that term thrown around a little bit before by other content creators or whatever, it basically means that you've got a club where you don't have loads of fodder. You don't, you know, you've used a lot of your fodder, and it feels like you're starting from scratch. You don't have many bronze players, you don't have many silver players. You might only have like a few hundred players in the club. So I'm going to talk to you as if you're, you know, you've got a gutted club. Now the first thing you want to do is the bronze pack method. If you don't know how to do the bronze pack method, I've covered it so many times. The methods haven't changed, and the good thing is we do have, you know, the Pro League as well as the Mexican League in the League SBC as well. So we've actually got more players that you can pack from the bronze packs to generate profit. So it's better now than it ever has been. And as I said, this is something that you're going to want to do if you have not many coins and you have a gutted club. Now if you're someone like myself where you maybe have a couple of million coins left over, now not everyone does, but let's say you have a few 100,000 coins but you have quite a stacked club, then perhaps the bronze pack method isn't something that appeals to you. It is quite time consuming, it is quite boring to be crafting something at this point of FIFA. At the end of the day, you're only going to be using these players for another 2 or 3 months before you drop the game completely. Some of you maybe even only maybe a month. So you don't want to spend hours on something. So I'm going to show you how to half craft it and also how to completely craft it. So as I said, bronze pack method, and with those bronze players, you're going to sell the ones that are from League SBCs and the ones that aren't from League SBCs. So the ones that aren't from Premier League, aren't from Bundesliga, aren't from anything to do with League SBCs, you're going to chuck those, or you're going to keep them in your club, and then you're going to chuck them into this bronze upgrade. You're going to get your free silver packs, free silver players in return, and again you're going to use those players to complete League SBCs if they are from good leagues, because these silver players will be untradeable. Now the ones that aren't from League SBCs, you know how it's going. It's going straight into the silver upgrade. Now from here, you're going to get 4 common gold players. Now with these common gold players, again, you can keep them if you want for the League SBCs, or you can chuck them into the 82 to 88 upgrade, which, by the way, you do actually need 7 gold players for this one. There is another one which requires only rare players. So obviously this is the one where you're going to chuck these ones into. Now that's going to, as I said, that's going to take some hours to do that, and I can understand anyone that says, you know what, I don't have the time to do that, especially just for one 82 to 88 upgrade. The good thing about this 82 to 88 upgrade SBC is it contains players that are actually higher than you expect them to be. So let me give you an example. You know, Team of the Season, we had the EFL. You could pack some of the EFL Team of the Seasons in bronze and silver packs. And the reason why is because their base card was a bronze or a silver. So then you could actually pack their Team of the Season, even if it was like 84 or 83 or 85 rated. The same applies to this 82 to 88 upgrade, because we have special players in packs right now with the likes of, like, you know, ones to watch cards and stuff like that. If their base card is an 83, but their ones to watch is like an 86, then you can actually you'll actually pack his 86. And some cards will actually be over 88 rated. Let's say their base card is 86, but then their special card is 90, then you could actually pack that card as well. So these 82 to 88 are actually a little bit under advertised. So that's the good thing about this 82 to 88 upgrade. And obviously we do have the 81 plus double upgrade as well. So we'll get onto the thing that you need to be doing the most for this as well, which is the combo ball grinding. When you're grinding combo ball, you may get some rare players that, rather than discarding them or whatever, you can chuck them into this. You only need 50 chemistry, and you're going to get an 281 rated players or above. And, you know, they are going to be untradeable, so you can chuck them into the SBC. And let's have a look at what kind of ratings and what kind of players that you need. So as you can see, we have a lot of combo ball players here. So these are the two new ones that they introduced within the last week and a half or something like that. So one is Libertadores, one is Sudamericana. I can't remember which one it is, I always get confused. But here, for example, these are the old combo ball players, as well as, is that Perez? Yeah, Perez and Lopez. I always get confused between those two. I have gone for a goalkeeper, Armani. So if you wanted to, or I think the best way to do this in terms of time efficiency, you can spend about 2 to 3 hours crafting a few of these combo ball players. Always start off by picking the 90 rated players, obviously, because they're the highest rated. But secondly, the good thing about these combo ball upgrades, the new ones that are 90 rated, is one of them is a team of the season player, is this player right here. So that is going to tick off your team of the season requirement or team of the week requirement for this prime icon. So always make sure you do that at least. So let's have a look quickly at the combo ball stuff, so you can see exactly what I mean. I have removed it from my favorites, so we're gonna have to go and find it again. So here we go. So let's have a quick look at the requirements. This one is going to be the team of the season, Romero. That's the one you want to pick first, and then next I'll probably pick Bustos, and then probably Dominguez. Why? Because they're from the same league. It's a lot easier to link, a lot of strong links there as well. And then for the Libertadores, we have the other player, Rojas, who has another card that's called, well, not him, but there's another card called Rojas that, you know, they look quite similar. They have quite similar card stats, actually. To be fair, he has some decent stats. It's just, at this point in the game with prime icons, you can get prime icons very easily. So yeah, what I'll do here, pick Rojas, then pick probably a Lopez and then a Perez. Cardozo is going to be harder to use, but if you want to do it for completely free and just keep grinding these combo ball SBCs, then you can do. Now, for people that haven't actually seen, I have done a video on the Sudamericana, and I show you how you can do it in under 30 minutes for absolutely free as well. So obviously you're going to need to watch that video to understand it, but you'll blast through this, and all the packs in this Sudamericana and Libertadores are tradable. So anything you pack that's decent, and obviously with the special cards in packs right now, it's a really good time to do it. I think the pack weight is a little bit higher than we are used to from like the start of the year or middle of the year, because it gets towards the end of the game, EA start to be a little bit more generous, so they start to up the pack weight a little bit. So when you do this, you'll get it done for free, and if you do pack something that's worth 50,000 coins or 30,000 coins, that is literally, you know, the icing on the cake. You can use those coins as profit, and then just complete the squad quicker, because you don't have to grind as many of these players. So if we go back to the favorites and go to the prime icon, let's just look at this in theory so you guys can understand why I'm saying this is something you can do for free. So obviously all of these Sudamericana and Libertadores players are players that you will craft for free. Now, something I've got to say, because obviously this SBC come out, a lot of people are doing the same thing at the same time. It has pushed the Sudamericana and Libertadores players up a little bit. You know, just let's say 100 or 200 coins difference on each player can make a big difference by the end of the actual, you know, SBC completion. So you may be looking at an extra 10,000 coins per SBC, but because of the pack weight being a little bit higher, and you're getting a 90 rated player now, it's still very beneficial and it's still profitable to actually do the grinding. But let's say you're going to do that, you need 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 players. That's going to take you about 3 hours if you've done it before. If you're relearning it, or you're starting to do it, or you haven't done it at all actually, and you're watching my videos as a tutorial, then it's probably going to take you about 4 to 4.5 hours the first time you do it, which is quite a long time. So maybe what you want to do is maybe complete a Perez, a Rojas, a Romero and Dominguez, and then just, you know, buy a couple of 88 rated players to save yourself some time, and, you know, maybe you get some luck, you know, get a bit lucky whilst doing these combo ball players in the first place, and then you can use the coins that you do generate from doing that by buying these players. But if you are, you know, going to complete this by let's say going for these 6 players, you're going to use something that's very similar on screen. So that's going to take you about 3 hours if you're a seasoned veteran. And then you're going to need to buy the goalkeeper. Let's have a look at how much the goalkeeper costs. As you guys know, I'm actually not on the Xbox or PlayStation platform, so I'm on the most expensive platform, but I think he should be somewhere around this price. Okay, so he has gone up because we've got a couple of SBCs out recently. But yeah, he should be like middle 50s or low 50s. So that's 50,000 coins plus Miranda, plus Oscar, plus Paulino, plus Martinez. You're looking at about 60 to 70,000 coins to complete this SBC if you want to do it a little bit quicker, rather than doing all the bronze pack methods, all the league SBC methods, which, yeah, you know, at this point of the year, I can fully understand if anybody thinks, you know what, I don't want to craft all of that. But guys, before you do this SBC, please take into consideration, do you actually want a Prime Icon pack? Now, obviously, for free, yeah, you take a Prime Icon pack for free. But if you're crafting something that's going to take you 3 hours, 4 hours, just think to yourselves, what are the odds that you're going to get a player that you actually want? Because for me, I mean, I've showed you guys my team before. It's nothing amazing. I haven't spent a single penny, and I started this in January. Is this actually my team? Yeah, this is my team. I was thinking if I change around my team. But yeah, this is the team that I've got at the moment. For me, I would say that somewhere between about 8 and 12 players from the Prime Icons actually fit into my squad as an upgrade. Now, obviously, there are some other players. Let's say a pack like a Ferdinand centre-back. Do I really want to put a Prime Icon Ferdinand in here when I've got a flashback Militao and a Ramos? I think I've got the centre-backs covered for my squad. Maybe if I get a good centre-mid, maybe an SCN as like a CDM, maybe obviously a Ruud Gullit would fit in there. If I get striker Ronaldo, if I get Eusebio, these are players that you want to get. But if you guys have like a club that's worse off than mine or lower down than me, I'd say do it. But if you guys have a club that's better than my club, I'd say that there's not really enough players in the pool of Prime Icons to actually complete it. So what you should actually do is just keep your high rated fodder and start crafting the combo ball and just wait for perfect SBCs that fit your squad. Because for example, this Perisic right here, it's an 85 rated squad and you're getting an end game. I'd actually call this an end game card. It might not fit all of the metas because he's kind of like a strong player. He would be good at winning headers. In previous FIFAs that would have been good, but he is I would say an end game card. If you're someone that has maybe a team of the season Kimmich or a red card Kimmich, a Lewandowski, maybe a Gnabry to tie all these players in, and more Bundesliga players, then Perisic is going to be an amazing player for you. And it's only a matter of time before they release like an SBC that's 85 or 86 rated, and you'd have wished that you kept your high rated players for the right SBCs. And even if we look at the previous days, we've got Ndombele as well. I can't remember, is it 84? 2 84 rated squads for an Ndombele Premier League French player with 91 strength, 99 shot power. It's quite a good meta in terms of the shooting. To go near post, you need to have good shot power to squeeze it past. 75 finishing is not great, but still he's more of a defensive minded player with a little bit of flair on him as well. So like what I'm saying is, don't waste fodder on something where you're rolling the dice and you've got really, really, really bad pack odds of getting a player that actually fits into your squad. So let me just give you an example. Let's go on to Futbin and we can work through this together. And you can let me know in the comments what players you would and wouldn't add into your squad, or where ours differ. So if you go to website, here we go. We've got Futbin here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to icons. I'm going to put in just the Prime Icons. And what I'm going to do, we're going to put it onto Xbox prices because it's more stable on this platform. I'm going to organize it by the most expensive. And what I'm going to do whilst I'm on stream, whilst I'm recording right now, is just talk to you about which players I would. So Ronaldo, yes. Ruud Gullit, yes. Eusebio, yes. Cruyff, I would add. Ronaldinho, yes. Zidane, yeah, he's expensive, but does he fit into my squad? Do I play him as a cam? Do I play him as a centre mid? Do I play him as a CDM? I don't know. He only has 75 defending, and with players like Flashback Modric, do I really want a Zidane? It would be probably a player that I put into my squad, but it wouldn't really be upgrading my squad. It would just be putting him into the squad. Pele, I've not heard great things about Pele, so I'll try him. Maradona, probably not. I know he's good, but is he better than say like a Fekir who's got like max meta stats? And I think I prefer a Fekir over a Maradona personally. Vieira I would. Maldini I wouldn't. Again, as I already showed you, Militao and Ramos are end game. Like they're finished. For me, I don't need any new centre backs in FIFA 20. Dalglish, yeah, I would upgrade him. I would upgrade to Dalglish over Raul. Garrincha, no, he's not better than Mahrez, team of the season. Thierry Henry, definitely not. Matthias, I don't know, maybe I could replace Cruz with Matthias. It depends if I want something more defensive. Butragueno, yeah, I'd replace him with Raul. Ferdinand, we've already covered that. Kaká, no, his prime icon moments I would, but not the prime. There's a big difference between the two. Desai, definitely not. Carlos Alberto Torres, yes, I need to replace my Zambrotta, my baby Zambrotta. Roberto Carlos, no, I'm probably going to get the Summer Heat Mendy, but I have Sandro at the moment. They're both better than Carlos. Blanc, no, I don't need a new centre-back. Maybe Essien, don't need Cannavaro, definitely not Drogba, and you can see from here on out, it just gets worse. So just having a look at this list for my own club, you can see here that there are limited options that, you know, even if I did get a really good not a really good SBC, if I did really get a good prime icon pack, they'd have to be the top of the top to actually fit into my squad. And that's the question you guys need to ask yourself. Is it worth it? Should you save your coins? Should you save your time rather than burning yourself out doing these methods? Because there are going to be some amazing SBCs coming out. Can't wait. Obviously, we have the Kent, the Summer Heat Kent coming out soon. You're going to want some coins for that if you guys want a super sub. I imagine we're going to get a Kent. It's either Kent or Jovic. We're not sure yet. And also, guys, as I said at the start of the video, if you guys want to get ahead of the market and get some trading investments, make sure you join my trading Discord. The link will be in the description. Obviously, when it comes to FIFA 21, being part of a trading Discord is going to be super helpful because getting coins at the start of the game is much more important and crucial to developing your club than at the end of, you know, FIFA 20. So at the start of FIFA 21, we're going to absolutely smash it. So if you guys want investment tips like this, link in the description. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully it helped. If it has, make sure you drop a like on the video before you leave and make sure you subscribe. I will be bringing out a Libertadores tutorial because I've only done so far the Sudamericana, so I will do a Libertadores tutorial hopefully within the next 2 or 3 days once the prices for these Libertadores players have calmed down a little bit. They're a little bit inflated at the moment because of the Prime Icon Pack that just got released, so stay tuned for that one and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.